All right, here we go. We got the car. This thing's got an oil leak. I know one oil leak is coming from the oil pan gasket, but there's some other places that got some oil leak. I definitely got to let the customer know about that. But over here we got the party line. Now the party line, guys, is when you're doing a big job or any kind of job that you're not certain about, every time you take off a part, like this is the first part we took off, and this thing, shit, that thing had oil. This is the first part we took off, and then when you take off the next part, you put it in line. That's the party line, all the way down till you get to the final part. And then when you go to put stuff back together, you start from this end of the line. This way you are not confused about what goes on left. You don't have a pile of parts everywhere. Everything is cool. The only thing that's missing in this party line is the mass airflow sensor, because I didn't want that to be on the ground. This was just plastic and stuff. I didn't want that to be on the ground because of an electrical part. So that's inside the car. I already know that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be doing this motor mount bracket. I got the bolts inside of it. 4 bolts. Cool. Reversible Torx or inverted Torx, whatever you want to call it. And that's going to be the next part. So what we're going to do is set this down right here. And what we're going to have to do is jack the engine up all the way. Because remember when we did this, that bracket came out from this way. And you can see right now I got the engine down. And you can see there's hardly any room in it. That's the mistake people make when you follow the book. The book don't tell you about, you know, you can jack this engine up and get everything out from right here, because you can't actually until you jack it up. But you know, we're Astral. Alright, so let's jack this engine up. Get up some fresh cardboard up under there on top of that one, because you can see that oil leaking. Definitely got to tell the customer about that. And he has been watching the videos, so that's cool. Jimmy, you see that? All right, let's get this jacked up and get this mount bracket in there. And then we got the motor mount right here. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're ready. Got the car, got the engine jacked up. Now you can see, look at the clearance I got right there. I mean, that's, even though that's good clearance, that's still not enough to get this down in there. I mean, I guess if you tried hard enough, you can get that at the right angle. Where am I? Where am I at? Where am I at? Did I just get that down there? Did I just get that down there? No, it's not, because a little bracket there. But that's not how we took this out anyway. Dang it, I forgot my new piece of cardboard. You know what? Let me go get my other piece of cardboard. Be right back. All right, let's move this out of the way. Get outside. Fresh cardboard up under here, nice and clean. Get up under here. All right, now this bracket, I forgot how to I took this out around here somewhere. Yeah, I'm not really worried about it. I'll leave it out. You know, trying to videotape this with one hand and do this with another. I see how I wanted it to go in there. Problem is getting it up in there. You know what, man? What the heck? Change on. Let's change hands around here. So get this up like this. Get it going in like that. And then get stuck. Some. Here we go. But I'm facing the wrong way. Dang it. Facing the wrong way. I need to be. Hold it. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm facing the right way. There it is. It is facing the right way. Sometimes you gotta love these little tricks of the trade and all that. Okay, there we go. Come on, go ahead the rest of the way now. Don't you hate that when you get it? You can take it out with no problem. Man, what good one hand? Let's see. I don't know, why am I fighting against myself? Why don't I just turn this naturally? There we go. Now it's over there. All right. So, let's see. It's got to bolt up right over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I see the 4 bolts up there. So let's get our bracket towards back there. We got to get it back there. Where is it? Where is it? Everything like disappeared. There it is. Oh, I want the hose. All right, guys, let me get this in there. I'm gonna have to use 2 hands to move the hose out the way a little bit and get that up there. Be right back. All right, guys, good. Use my both hands to be able to get that in 2 seconds. All right, so you can reach up here and you can see the bracket, the motor mount bracket is in place. That's cool. You can actually see this. I can line up one of the bolts holes right there, and I can see all the bolt holes and all. Whatever, we're good. The next step is going to be, I'm going to show you a little trick that you can do with any kind of car, okay? Any kind of car. All right, so we know, let's set the camera up down right here. We know this is, here's our 3/8 swivel joint with our electrical tape on there. We put the electrical tape in there, so this is pretty little sturdy. All right, then we're going to have our E15 reversible Torx. Stick that up there. And you're going to use some paper. I don't care. Get a leaf, paper, whatever you do, whatever you want. Rip a little piece off. Save the rest of it because you might need it. Put the bolt on it. And what you want to do here is put the paper on the bolt. Stick it in there. So that way it stays in place. Now I'm using my 2-foot extension, 3/8 drive extension, and now I can pick this up and hold it upside down and whatever. And what I'm going to do here is guide it up there. Now, see, I won't be able to film this part because I got to use my hand to hold the other hand to hold the bracket up. But you get what I'm doing. What I'm doing here is now that it's in place, now I'm gonna put my bolt and extension set up there, and slowly start this screwing into there. All right, be right back. All right, guys, check it out. Got it started. I turned that by hand about 4 or 5 threads. Because remember, that's going into aluminum. You do not want that thing to strip out at all. So now I'm going to hook up my 3/8 drive ratchet. And I'm going to bring that in more. Now, this should be turning very lightly. If you're twisting this and you're having a hard time, stop. That means you're cross-threading it. All right, it should be going as easy. One hand. See that? That's the way that bolt should be going in there. All right. So mine stopped a little bit, so that means my bracket, there it is, still loose up there. All right, so now we got that, and I'm gonna bring it up there just till it's a little bit snug, so it makes it easier for me to get the rest of them in there. Be right back. All right, check that out. We got that one bolt in there. You can see it right over there, and now it's snug, but see, I can still move my bracket back and forth so I can get the other two lined up. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is go over here and get this one right here. If you can see my finger right there between there, I'm gonna get that one, and then what we're gonna do is lower the engine down and get the top two in. All right, so let's get this one in, and then we're gonna lower the engine down together. Be right back. All right, guys, we got that one in. Matter of fact, let me show you how I came in through here. You got our sway bar right here. I went between the sway bar, between the rack and pinion, and went right in there, just like that. All right, so now you know how to get that one. Now the top ones are way up there, and that's because we got the engine jacked up. So what we're gonna do now is lower the engine. Let's go over here. Let's lower our engine. I want to go down as far as I can. Okay, good. Now, being that it's down there, now we can look up there and let me get to the point. There's one straight down, look right through here. Right, that little opening where the motor mount goes right through there, and you can look down there and you can see one of them, and then the other one is right, you know what, give me a light, be right back. Okay, put a light up there. So let's see here. Right between the rack and pinion, look straight up, and you can see that bolt hole right there. You can see it right back there. Okay, there's one. And then we go to the other side, and where we at? There's number 2 right inside there. Go right inside this opening right here. Yeah, it's in there. You see it. It's in there. Man. There it is right there. All right. So now that we got those down there, drop the engine down, and we can see that, we're going to do this. Whoops, hit the button by mistake. We'll do the same thing. Piece of paper. Now through these all 4 bolts, you're going to be using this 2-foot 3/8 drive extension with this universal right here. Universal joint, 3/8 universal joint with an E15 reversible Torx. Get us another piece of paper. Put it on the bolt. Bam, just like that. We're gonna do that with both bolts on the top. All right, so let's get those up there, and then we're gonna tighten those up. All right, bear back. All right, guys, I got the first bolt in, and I want to show you the angle where I'm at. Notice how my extension is right here. It's going up. It's going right between that little opening in the cross member. You want to call that subframe, whatever you want to call it. And it's going up there to the bolt. All right. So I got that tightened up, and then I loosened it a little bit. Take it out, and that's the angle that I'm coming at. And this one over here, I'm going to be coming at an angle just like this. And that one, yeah, I'm coming at this angle just like this. All right. Now, guys, this is very important. This is where this definitely, if you don't have a universal, a joint here that can really, you can move it one place and it stops, definitely put some electrical tape on it. You are definitely going to need to do that to get these bolts up there, because this thing will wobble like crazy. You know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get the piece of paper up there, get a bolt up there, and get this one in there. And then we're going to tighten those 2 up. Be right back. All right, guys, those 2 top ones are tightened up. That is great. Get a little piece of paper out here. Next thing we're going to do is jack the engine back up as high as we can, because we're going to be tightening up the 2 bottom ones, and then we're going to try to finagle our little motor mount in there. Be right back. All right, guys, we got them bolts tightened up. We are looking good. Do not over tighten those bolts, okay? Once that bolt stops, turn a little bit more to snug it really good, and that's it. Remember, it's going into aluminum. That's an aluminum block. So I can't stress that enough. Don't over tighten those bolts and strip those out. All right, the next view you're going to be seeing is from the top, because I've got to get the motor mount down here, and I got to work that motor mount through here and back. All right. In fact, let's get the motor mount, and I'm gonna start you off right here, and then the view is gonna go from the top, and you're gonna see it the rest of the way. You're definitely gonna have the clearance. We took it out, right? Right. All right. Bear back. All right. Here is our mount, and the mount is gonna set like, here's the car right here. I believe it was just like this. So this slant part will come out here because I remember taking the bolt out like that. So let's take our bolt out, turn it over, take the 2 nuts off of it. All right, throw them under there like some dice. You can motor mount in there. All right, let's see here. Now, I am going to work this. Once I get it past this point, I'm good to go. Here I go again with this one hand thing. And you look at it, you like, ain't no way you're gonna get that in there. Okay, there we go. All right, now your view is gonna be from the top, looking down to see me work that way down to there. And actually I was looking, nah, there ain't no room in there. Oh well. All right, right back. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start working this, twist this just right to get in there. Dang it. You know, I hate that when you know it's supposed to go. Where the heck am I? Can you see what I'm hitting on, or what can I do? Or
It looks like you're hitting the AC compressor. Where are you supposed to go anyway? To that bracket?
Yep.
Okay, so go to the back. Can you go to the back? Or back more?
Back of what?
The car?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm stuck on.
Oh, what is that thing? Some kind of, I don't know what that is. The axle?
Oh, the rack and pinion?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Let's see if I can get my other hand up here to...
And then there's the AC lines right there that I think are getting in your way more than the rack and pinion. Oh. All right, go. Okay, go to the left of the vehicle. And can you go up? No, you can't go up because of the AC compressor. That mount couldn't have gone through this way? Through the top?
I took it out through over here.
Oh.
You know, the thing is, I got to do this with one hand because my other hand can't get in there to maneuver it around anything.
Trying to see how you can get through there.
We know we can go through. Let me turn it around. Let me turn it around upside down. See if there's a... Man. Right now, it is so close. It is so close.
You're stuck on the AC lines now.
Huh. And actually I'm on the rubber part of the AC line.
No, it don't look like it.
Huh?
Not from this angle.
From this angle, looks like it.
Oh.
But, so it means if well, maybe I'm not then. What the heck am I on now?
Now you're on the rack and pinion.
I am?
That looks like it's stuck there.
You know what? Let me see if I can jack this up a little bit more. It did go up a little bit. Okay, I'm like I'm there, but
Can you move it to the left? No.
and plus I'm upside down, so hopefully if I get it back there, I can turn
Well, if you can get it to the left,
it. You know, hold
you'll
on.
have a lot of room to turn that.
Let me get a little pry bar now. Hold on 1 second. Now I'm not, guys, I'm not prying up against the engine towards at all, but between, see my pry bar right there?
Yeah.
What was I want to go between here? Maybe that's not a good idea.
No, you know, now that there. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I was mistaken. Those aren't AC lines. Those are power steering lines.
Got it. And now, oh good, it's easy to turn around. Now we got to make sure that we're facing this the right way. Okay. Okay, it's set down now. Let me get the two nuts on the bottom. I'm gonna put them on by hand right now, just held on by a little bit. This thing won't go nowhere. And actually, I'm only able to get one. Oh no, there it is. I got it. Okay, great. Now I'm going to lower the engine down and hopefully that'll line up and fall right into place. You can see if I lower it down and fall in place?
Yeah.
Alright. Let me know when it gets close to it. Then we'll try to put the bolt in.
Okay. How close?
Inch?
Okay, but it's not lined up, I don't think. Maybe.
Well, it doesn't matter because then I can move it.
Adjust it.
Yeah, alright. Alright guys, let's let me get down there. I'm gonna get my bolt, let me change my gloves, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're using our same thing that we used to put that bracket on, the motor mount bracket, a piece of paper. This is the bolt that goes to the top of the motor mount. We're gonna put it right here just to keep it in place. Got our 2-foot extension, and what we're gonna do is reach down there. See, this is why we didn't let the engine down all the way. We want to be able to get that bolt started. You can see it moving around, moving the mount around, but that's good. You know, maybe I'll lower it down a little bit more, but dang it. It's bogus. Let me lower it down a little bit more. Okay. Okay, still not lined up. Get a. Yep, there it is. Alright, and what I want to do is bring it down. Well, I think I got it. What the heck? This thing should have been tightened up already. The bolt is down in there. Maybe just gotta go more. There it is. All right, so now I know it's down in there. Now I can lower this engine down all the way. All right, jack is completely off the engine. Then I'm gonna tighten this one up. Okay, now let's go up under there and tighten up the two nuts. Bear back. All right, guys, here we go. The two nuts right there, we're gonna be tightening up. And I'm using a 13mm deep with a 12-inch 3/8 drive extension. And my 3/8 drive ratchet. We're gonna get in there and we're gonna tighten both of them up. All right, let's tighten those up and we'll be right back. All right, we got those two tightened up. Now for the little pain. We gotta hook up a ground strap to that upper, motor mount bracket. The problem is, it's held on by a nut and a bolt. So how the heck they expect you to do that? Hold one end and get that bolt in there. Let's go to the top and look what I'm talking about. All right, where's our ground wire? Here it is. Here's our ground wire right here. And it's got to go down there to the top of that mount. All right, let's put it down there where it belongs. All right, and I am going to try to do this from the bottom some kind of way. I have no idea. But anyway, we'll be right back. All right, guys, I put the light down there. You can see where this is supposed to go. Right there, mounted there. Now, that is really difficult spot to get to. Now, why couldn't they have a bolt that was a stud coming out of there and just put that on and I can put the nut on there? But no, they want to do this the crazy way. So let's do this. And see, now what they got here is this nut and bolt right here. And what they did was, we took it off. The bolt went from the bottom up and then put the nut on the top. But it's hard to get used to. You know what? What I'm going to do is those two bottom nuts, 13mm nuts holding the motor mount, I'm going to take those off and we're going to jack this engine up so I can get the clearance right there to do that from up here. All right, bear back. All right, let's jack this engine back up. All right, look at that. All right, let me get in there. Now, look at that. I got the clearance to do this. Get this thing out of the way. Yeah, this is a dumb setup. What a dang on bolt that. Man, don't you hate? You get like so close on it. Then the thing gonna like it's falling down into the mount. You know, guys, just leave the ground strap out. No, let me stop playing before they do that. That's what I tell my car.
You don't need it.
Yeah, my car don't start. I followed your instructions. I even left the ground strap out. All right, I'm sitting here talking. Meanwhile, you see I'm getting the bolt, getting everything on there. All right, so let's put the nut on it.
Maybe that's why people say you sound like Kevin Hart, because you're always trying to be cracking some jokes.
I ain't cracking no jokes. I don't crack jokes. I take my job seriously.
Yeah.
All right, now they got that up there. Let me get something to tighten that up with. All right, I got my same 2-foot 3/8 straight extension with my swivel joint, and I got a 13mm socket up there. Oh, it'd be nice if I got my ratchet. Yeah. the heck? What am I supposed to do if I ain't got the ratchet? Alright, and what I gotta do is tighten this up, and at the same time my other hand's gotta come up on there and hold that nut into place. There it is. Alright, nice and tight. Great. Now, hopefully, I can lower this engine down and those bolts will line right up. So, okay, they're lining up. Lay it down. Let me see the camera. And Sylvia made sure that camera facing away from her.
You're too much.
Don't put me on. Don't put me on film. You'll regret it. Alright. They lined up. Put them on. Alright, so let's put these back on and tighten them up. Be right back. Alright guys, we got the jack from up under there. Tighten everything up. Now before we start on and get on the next party line, let's go up under here together. Because we want to do a slow walk on by and try to figure out all the places this oil is leaking from. We got a little bit leaking from. Wow, that's a stable. It's like a hydraulic stabilizer. Check that out. But it's leaking from a little bit right there. And let's see up here. We have a little bit on the compressor, which might be coming from further up. Okay, I can see a little line up there. Might be a bit of a power steering line right between there. All right, let's go back to where this main oil leak was at. Oh yeah, look at this. That's definitely coming from the oil pan. Wow, yeah, he's gonna need an oil pan gasket. And let's see what's back here. That's the oil pan also. Is it? Okay, that's metal. Alright, so this thing looks like it's got a few leaks. Alright, you know what? Let's get a rag and wipe this off, wipe this cat off from the oil on it and all. I mean, it's going to smoke, but try to not make it smoke as much as least as possible. All right, so I'm gonna get a rag and clean this off, and then we're gonna move on. Oh, so we just threw me a rag up under here. She's like, here, take this and clean that off. All right, so let's clean this off right here. Now it's still, just like I said, it's still gonna smoke a little bit till it burns off. So, all right, let's move on to the next step. Be right back. All right, guys, let's now we got that little wiring harness right here going to the AC compressor. So let's reach down there and plug this up. I am on a bad angle, man. I'm gonna have to get more there.
Am I still in your way?
No. Should have plugged this up when it was up in the air.
Like it just didn't care.
You know, I'm having a hard time over here, and you're fine. Like jokes.
You're fine.
Okay, there we go. What the heck is it? Now this thing, now it came off its. All right, I'm gonna have to plug this up because the angle we were at, I'm gonna have to get up there. All right, we'll be right back. All right, now I'm over here on the other end. Trying to hold that connector in place. Plug it up. It's like I'm right there. I can't believe a plug is going to give me a hard time. Okay, let me make sure I'm plugging this up right. Heck yeah. What am I talking about? Of course I am. I don't make mistakes. Guys, I can't. You're gonna have a hard time with this, guys. This is just.
Leave it off.
Yeah. Just leave it off. That's what some of these shops do. Nah, I don't know what happened to the plug. It wasn't plugged up when I got the job. Speak to the last mechanic who worked on it. Oh, why ain't this thing lining up? Man. Am I got this the right way? Do I got the right plug or something? There's another plug. Start second guessing myself. Now, maybe it is a good idea to second guess myself because this ain't going on.
I'll go right there with that.
What?
I don't know if I'm looking at it right because I'm looking through the camera screen, but.
Hmm?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But it's like it's not even trying to line up. Do I got the right plug or?
Maybe you should check that before you try to force it.
I'm checking nothing.
Alright.
Got it. Alright. Plugged up. Let's move on to the next step. Be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we're gonna do, we got these two T30 Torx bolts right here that we took off last time. So we can go ahead and tighten them up, and I'm using a T30 with a 1/4 inch drive. 1/4 inch drive ratchet. Tighten them up. Okay. The next thing we're gonna do is we got two, I think, of T20s. Two T20 screws over here. Let's take those out. Swing our expansion tank over. Now our expansion tank got a little tab that's sticking out right here. It sets right down in this groove right here. But before we do that, we got to bring it around, and then on the opposite side here we got a level sensor. So we got to make sure we plug that back up. Okay, now let's set that tab down into there, and then make sure our screws are lined up. Get our two screws. And what is this? I just say T20. I'm not sure this looks bigger than T20. Yeah, they're T20. Where's my? What I'm using is a driver right here. I'll put it in like that. All right, let's tighten these up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we're gonna do, let's get our air filter housing. And I'm gonna set this down in there. Oh, before we do that, what we gotta do is take out our two Phillips screws right here, because it bolts down to that. Okay. Now, set this down in there. Man. You know, why is it always I get the problem cars, man? Nobody Nobody else but me. All right, let's put our screws in here and get us a Phillips screwdriver and tighten these up. Be right back. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, put our air filter in there. Then I don't know, hey, air cleaner.
There's bird poopy on it.
Not my problem.
There's bird poopy.
Not my problem.
Bird
I
poopy.
don't. So showing them that, what is that supposed to do?
Make you clean it.
They ain't making me clean it.
There's bird poopy on it.
I'm not. That's not my problem.
There's bird poopy.
Fine.
What you gonna do about it? Fine.
Let me hook this up first. Oh my
Fine.
goodness.
Hook it up.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Let me get some paper towels. Be right back. Here. There. How's that? Good?
Well, you gotta wipe it.
I ain't wiping nothing. It'll take care of itself. It'll take care of itself. All right. The next thing we're gonna do. Come on. Stop being a bully. Here. Here. Got me clean up. Look at this, man. This stuff is baked up there.
You put it on the potty line.
How's that?
Let me see. Okay.
Dang. All right, we got that up there now. All right, next is we got our little breather hose over here. Let's bring this over to this side and just push this into place. Snaps in. Great. We got a little hose right here. Just snaps right into place. Great. The next thing we're gonna do is got our air tube with our mass airflow sensor on it. First thing we do, let's find out where our mass airflow sensor connector is. It's hanging over here, hanging out, doing nothing. Put that right there. Now, let's hook our tube in. Okay. Let's put it onto the throttle body. Okay, everything's lined up. Let's fold our tabs over to lock it into place, and this one's not all the way, so that means it's got to turn a little bit. There we go. Lock in both tabs. Whoops, why can't I lock that other one in? Oh, dang it. Okay, there we go. All right, now connect our mass airflow into place. Now we get our regular flat screwdriver or 6mm socket and we tighten that up. Be right back. All right, we got that tightened up. Let's connect our vacuum hose. Don't forget this. All right, the next thing we do, we got our covers right here. Where the heck did I put these? Oh, yeah. Take these two screws out right here. I know this thing was missing a bunch of screws. So now we're gonna put this up. Let's see which way it goes here. Like that. And then this one hooks into it and go like that. Holds into place. Okay. And this one only had like 2 screws holding it in. And these are, looks like about a T20 also. Yep, a T20. Get those down. Okay, this is supposed to turn. This is supposed to turn and lock in, but the piece in there is broken. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is up here. We got 4 10mm bolts that we put in for the top cover. Let's take those out and we'll be right back. All right, now for the top 2 pieces. Now for this piece over here, you see it's got 2 little tabs sticking out of here. And what they do is stick into the valve cover, one right there and then one back there. So that's what we do, is put this into there. Line those tabs up. And push push down. You know what? Let me get these out of the way before I drop these screws. Okay, they're into place. The next thing we're going to do is take the big cover. Put the big cover on. Lay it down. Get our 4 10mm bolts. And make sure we get them lined up. Start them off by hand. Okay, great. Then we're going to take a 10mm deep 1/4" drive. Hook on our cordless gun right here with our little adapter on the end of it and bring them in. Alright, let's tighten this up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, now we're up under the vehicle and we're about to put our shield back in up here, cover. Now I'm noticing this right here, this part that was down. And the customer's, one of his complaints was, could I check out a rattling noise sometimes when he's driving? And yeah, that would ravel. And I'm looking over here, and there's supposed to have been 2 screws, one right there and one right there, holding this up. Somebody, I mean, people, why couldn't you couldn't put back 2 screws. So I had to go inside and find 2 screws, and I had found 2 Phillips screws. And what we're gonna do is get those in there. It goes up through there and tighten them up. Let's see if I can show you this here. Okay, I got my little Phillips screwdriver here. And let's bring this up. Okay, where is it? Alright, let's get that other one in there. We got the other one, same one. Be right back. Alright, we got that. The next thing we're going to do is take off our 5 16mm bolts that we left in. We took the thing down. Now these are 16mm or 5/8, whatever one you want. Where's the last one? There it is. Alright, so we're going to bring our shield up. Gonna turn it around. And we're going to put it up in place. Okay. And what we're going to do is get one bolt. Start it off. Alright, and then we're going to get the other ones started and be right back. Okay, we got them all in. The next thing we're going to do is take our cordless drill again. And I got me a 16mm socket up here, 3/8 drive. And these things aren't super tight. Alright, let's go around and tighten them all up. Be right back. Alright guys, last but not least, no it is least, our bottom shield right here. Dang, I just threw all the bolts over here out of the way. Alright, the first thing we're going to do, we got 2 T20 Torx bolts. Let's get up under here. Hook this up. It goes, make sure it goes up under the front bumper like this. And then, what we got to shift it. We got to shift it over here. There we go. We got one that goes right there and one T20 right there. So let's get those in. And then right here on this section, we got these little tabs right here. What are they? We got 2 of them. Where are they? 1 and 2. they're gonna hold those two sides on. So let's put those in. We'll be right back. All right, guys. I made a mistake here. It's not over there. These one with the little holes in it. Them two go right here, and that's all we have to do is push them up in there. And then it has little centers. Grab one of these, and then go right in the middle of it, and push up and hold that into place. All right, let's get our other one over here. Push up into place, and that's held in right there. Now up here towards the front, we got 3 10mm bolts. Let's get those in there. Wait a minute. No, it's not. These are 8mm. Alright, let's get these tightened up. They're not really tight, it's going into plastic, so. And our last one over here. Alright, and then we're going to tighten up our Torx bolts, T20. One right over here on the end. And then on the other side. We'll be right back. Alright guys, you see where we are. We down to the battery. The last thing. Let's grab our negative terminal. And what I'm going to do here is got my remote just in case the alarm goes off. Okay. Got our 10mm deep socket, 12-inch. 3/8 drive extension, and we're gonna go there and tighten up this terminal right here, and don't go crazy, just enough tight to keep it from moving around. All right, let's go start the car. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Side. Damn, look at this, man. I don't like getting dirty. I shouldn't have been a mechanic. I should have been an advisor. Alright, put the key in. Step on the brake. Oh, that sounded nice. That kicked over real nice. Shut it off. Cool. Alright. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to shut this off, and I'm going to lower the vehicle down. And I want to check the oil, because this thing got such an oil leak. I want to check the oil, I want to check the antifreeze, make sure it's good. And then we're going to start it up and let it run by itself. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, check the oil and everything. Oil's a little low. We're going to put a little in there. Got the car down. Okay, now we're going to start it up. Alright, now we're going to let the car sit here and run 15-20 minutes. Get that started over there nice and hot. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, it's been running for about 15 minutes. And you can see it's smoking over there. It was a little bit heavier, but it's clearing up. Again, that's that old oil on the exhaust. That's definitely going to clear up. Sounds really good. Let's go over here. Now, usually when you want to test the starter, you don't shut it off and then start it right back up. What you got to do is shut it off, wait for a few seconds, and then go to start it. That was perfect.